Oh, what's up everybody? So today I'm just gonna be going over a couple dives that I went on the past couple weeks. So this first drop right here, it's about 75 feet at the bottom. So just heading down, I seen a big pile of moo. So that's why I went down, and there was also some Kahalas. So right here, I get down to the bottom and I'm looking around and I see the moo pile. They're way off in the distance, way too far. And this is kind of deep for me. This is about 75 feet about there. So I'm just looking around and I see this uhu off in the distance. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just get this guy and go back up. Boom, right here. I got a solid shot in the mid body area. So I know he wasn't gonna rip off. If I knew he was gonna rip off, I would probably just go over there and grab him. But yeah, first fish of this dive, and I got a solid red uhu. So right here, this is a little bit shallower, and boom, look at that uku just charging right in. So I'm aiming, he turns, and right here I shot right over his head. I'm all sick. So right here, taking another drop. It's about 60 feet, give or take, and I'm just going down because my friend ended up shooting a Vinono, so I'm gonna go down and try to see if the pile's still there. So boom, right here, I hit the bottom, and I don't really see them, but then boom, I turn and there's a couple right here, so start lining up on the biggest one. They're pretty much the same size, so I wasn't really too picky about which one I shot. Not the biggest Vinono, but it's a nice one, and it's my first one, so I'm all stoked. So this drop right here, I'm going down because I seen a lot of roys from the surface, and I also seen an omilu go into that crack, and there was a pile of moo in front of me. So there's just all kind of action. So I went down, kind of just did a spin to kind of see where the fish were and where I wanted to land. So right here, I kind of noticed there's a moo pile a little bit to my right, and there's kind of just one solo moo right in front of me. So I'm waiting, and all these fish are clearing. So I'm like, okay, once all this fish clears out the way, I'm gonna try to lunge on this moo that's kind of to my left right now. So boom, the fish pile clears out a little bit. They go to my right, and I lunge on this moo. So I'm kind of tripping out, but what ended up actually happening was he kind of just turned to my right, and I shot a little bit to his left. I thought he was going to go in front, so I anticipated him wrong. So right here, different day, different drop. This is about 55-60 feet, and I'm dropping on this moo pile right now. So boom, I hit the bottom, and I'm kind of looking up, trying to see where the moos are. And I see a couple right in front of me, so I put my head down, throwing up some sand. Just trying to get them curious, get them to come over to me. So boom, I look up and there's a nice one right there. So I lunge on him. I got a nice shot right behind his pec fin, and so I just start going up. So I'm taking this drop right here because I chummed up this toal, and this moopai I ended up kind of checking out the chum, ate a couple pieces, and was just kind of sticking around. So I ended up going down, and they were pretty much right there. So right there, I noticed a moo pile right in front of me, so I noticed this one coming in, so I lunge on him. Boom, get a nice shot. Kind of high in his head, more high than I would have liked it to be, but I still landed this fish, so it didn't really matter.
Thank you.
So right here, my friend ended up sticking a really big Ulua with just a 90 centimeter, what I've been using, guys, my little 90 centimeter gun. So I go down for a backup shot, and kind of embarrassing, boom, I missed. So kind of like freaking out, but I noticed my flopper was all the way through the fish, so I'm kind of not as worried as I would have been.
Yeah, I missed. Fuck. You fight it. Let me reload my gun. Hey, the shaft is all the way through. The flop is open.
So boom, I start fighting this fish, and it's really strong. We've been fighting this for about 20 minutes already. My friend shot in at about 60 feet, and it's kind of hard to tell on camera because the water's so clear, but this is like 90 feet right here. He pulled us out really far. So I'm kind of freaking out that, you know, he's just gonna take my line super deep and just cut it someplace, but I'm trying to just horse this thing up just so my friend can get a shot in his head. So boom, right here, my friend ended up loading his gun and going down for a backup shot, and I'm holding this thing as hard as I could just so it wouldn't kick any down further. And he gets down to its level, and it's moving around a lot, so we can't really get a shot in, and I'm just trying to hold this thing as still as possible. For you guys that have shot an Ulua before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This thing is a powerful fish. But boom, right there, my friend ended up getting a backup shot right in his gill plate. So it wasn't really moving around that much, and we got it up to the surface. So boom, we got it up pretty far, and I ended up going down right here and just putting the knife right into his head. After we got everything situated, this is the Ulua that we landed. Ended up being a 60-pounder, so what a trophy fish. As we were swimming in, this school of Kahalas came in, so I grabbed my friend's gun and I'm going down right now, and my friend ended up throwing his flasher, so they're super interested in that. And boom, the Kahala looks at me, he gets super interested. Boom, put a nice shot right behind his pec fin. So this is my first Kahala, and this thing's just ripping lines, so I'm kind of tripping out right now. So he kind of ends up swimming back towards me a little bit and gets the shaft caught up all inside this coral head, so I'm trying to just pull the line kind of tight so he wouldn't go inside that hole that he's swimming next to right now. But yeah, this is my buddy's perspective, third person kind. So it's me going down right now shooting that Kahala.
Let's fucking go!
So after fighting it a little bit, I finally got it off the bottom. So I'm all stoked right here. It's my first Kahala. It ended up being 16 pounds. So this is the day after we shot that Ulua and that Kahala, and we went back out kind of by the same spot, a little bit more down the coastline, and I'm super shallow right now. It's like 15 feet, and there's this nice pile of moo, and I ended up snagging my biggest moo out of this pile. So right here, what ended up happening was I took a really far shot and my shaft didn't even go all the way through, but luckily my flopper opened in his gut cavity, so that's kind of what kept him on long enough to where my friend got a backup shot right in his head.
Backup shot, really bad.
This is the last clip for today's video. Trying nice with Milu. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be diving soon again, so hopefully I can get more content to post for you guys to watch. Other than that, shoot.